Hello and good afternoon and welcome back to the Duo's Corner. I'm your host today and we're going to jump into our Raw review for May 26, 2025. The good, the bad, the ugly. Bop, 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 bop. So what happened? So the opening bell, Seth Rollins kicks things off with his new clique with Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and the returning Bronson Reed. These motherfuckers look like the Avengers of Chaos. Rollins led them out. Laid out his master fucking plan to win Money in the Bank and control the WWE like a chessboard, yada yada yada. But you know, the WWE plans, expect the unexpected. Honest feelings here. I was looking for more. Paul Heyman I felt tried his best here to like really hype it up, but I feel like this group is going really stale. You got a lot of powerhouses and you got a lot of entertainers, but there's really nobody that's really good on the mic. The thing that was with Evolution that really made it good, Rick and Triple H back in the day were amazing on the mic. They knew how to get shit done. They knew how to make it work. They did a really good fucking job. These guys here it just didn't hit. I don't know what it was. It just didn't do it for me. Sorry, guys. And also, like, the reason that they gave, like, why Reed joined the group, because if most people know, Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins was, like, in this blood feud. He was tsunamiing him to death, and all of a sudden he was like, well, we chose Bronson Reed because nobody's beat up Seth Rollins that much. Nobody pushed Seth Rollins. I'm like, you pretty much saying Bronson Reed can beat the shit out of Seth Rollins, and that's why you got him the enemy of my enemy is my friend type shit. I just thought that was really weak. Now, if we look at this group right now, okay, you got a finesse guy with Rollins and just two powerhouses. You need one more guy or gal. So we'll see how this group rounds out. But this was a really underwhelming promo for me. Matches of the night. Matches that stood out. Penta versus Chad Gable and Dragon Lee. Absolutely amazing. Penta came through with the win thanks to a timely assist from Bacalago. If I butchered that, someone would gladly tell me like they always do. Who distracted Gable, who I think got busted open the hard way. Penta now is in the Money in the Bank. This is going to be interesting. He's going to bring a lot of lucha flair. And I feel like this is a match that's really up his alley. He should really show out in this one. The match itself was great. The crowd was really into it towards the end. It started kind of slow because the crowd was kind of trying to figure out who Dragon Lee was because they took him off TV and cooled him out. You know the sign, out of sight, out of mind. But great spots in this match. The sit-out powerbomb by Dragon Lee was absolutely incredible. You had the fucking Dragon Lee dive onto Penta on the announce table was incredible because he literally almost overshot it. Penta hit this ridiculous, almost like a gory bomb pedigree combo, and he dropped Chad right on his fucking face. I thought his neck was broken, or he got a stinger, or his nose was broken. Something was looking terrible, but he powered through it. Big ups to Chad Gable. Chad Gable hit a beautiful moonsault. The finish of this was, it was like a crazy spot where fucking Dragon Lee he countered into some shit, and then Penta came out of nowhere and hit him with a fucking Canadian Destroyer. And I'm so happy that they're really emphasizing that move that is devastating. This was a good match. Like I said, it started out slow, but the crowd really got with it towards the end. Next up, you got the New Day versus the War Raiders versus American Made. The triple threat match was meh. The New Day retained their titles, but he had this typical bullshit and shenanigans. Body was flying. The crowd was very mild. I mean, they picked up a little bit for the Raiders, but the American Made and the New Day, it's just not there. And these matches are always kind of tough because you typically have two heels. The New Day are heels and American Made are heels. And then the Raiders are the only good guys. So it's like there's only so much teaming up can happen. But the New Day just outsmarted American Made and stole the win. But like the crowd really didn't give a fuck. And then you had the main event. You had Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. Rollins secured his spot for the Money in the Bank. We all knew this without a doubt because at first I thought it was a singles match. I thought it was going to be straight up Sammy versus Seth, but then when that like Finn Balor came, I'm like, oh shit, this is a triple threat. Okay, yeah, we know Seth is winning and Balor's eating the pin, and that's exactly what happened. But it was a good match here. These are all three fantastic workers. They know what to do. This is a good match. Of course, bullshit happened. Sammy looked like he had it, had it won. Then his group come out: Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, Paul Fatty. So with distraction, Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio comes out, throws the chair. Seth intercepts it. Curve stop on the chair. Finn eats the pin. Finn goes on to the Money in the Bank. They're looking to put the beat down on Sammy. Then Punk comes out, makes the save, stands tall. Hit him with the GTS. Blah blah blah. It's really, stereotypical now. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, how long is Punk going to chase Rollins? Is he ever going to get that one-on-one match with him? Who knows at this point? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. So, we just have to wait to be sure and see what happens, I guess. There was some great promos on here. Becky Lynch and Valkyria promo was fire. These two had a heated exchange with Lynch challenging Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Champion at Money in the Bank. The stipulation is if Becky Lynch loses, she can't challenge for the title again as long as Lyra holds it. I like this. I really do because it builds stakes. And I said this in my last review at Backlash. I want this to be a series, and I'm happy that Becky Lynch is fighting Lyra and giving her the rub, so to speak, to really put the Women's Intercontinental title in a great light and make it powerful, make it worthy. Becky Lynch has done everything there is to do. And now she's setting up a really good program. These was good exchange. At first, Lyra was a little nervous, but she called a win. She mentioned how Becky made fun of her husband, She gonna beat the shit out of her. It just really felt like these two really went at it, and we know they get very physical. So I'm really excited for this match. This promo was fire. And then we get Liv Morgan's return. This was great. But the tensions with Raquel and Roxy Perez suggest that she might be heading off into a solo run. She also eyeing Io Sky's championship, so expect fireworks soon. There was a lot with Liv. She was sprinkled all over this program. She came first of all. Roxy Perez just made her little mark in the Judgment Day Playhouse because her homie that brought in Finn Balor. And so she walking in with chicken nuggets, asked, Dominic, you want some chicken nuggets? He look up out to grab it, Liv pop out. He has the uh-oh face. And what really sold this scene was Finn Balor, because when fucking Dominic was fighting for his life trying to find the words, Finn Balor's expressions, the look he was smiling, I was crying. It's setting the seeds of the Judgment Day eventual breakup and maybe even a Judgment Day civil war. I gotta give Trips credit. I didn't think he would make me care this much about the Judgment Day storyline, but he has. And a lot of people did that. R-Truth. Now you got Roxy Perez and Finn Balor making this very, very interesting. Also, honorable mention, Karrion Kross. My fucking God. Like, WWE, Triple H, please. This guy is oozing with charisma, machismo. He's great. He had a really quick but very powerful promo with Sami Zayn, where basically Sami's getting ready for the match, and he was like, and Karrion Kross dropping bars. He said, you got to be probably the stupidest homie I ever met. You should have just went ahead, took the deal, called it a day. You would have been Gucci. But no, you want to fight for something you think is important. Dude, it's absolutely insane how, and the crowd popped. If my ears deceive me, it was a pop for Karrion Kross. And then as Sammy said, I'll deal with you later. He said, you'll never win. And I'm like, wow. So what I'm thinking this is doing, and Karrion Kross is playing like that angel and devil on people's shoulders, kind of like Sean O'Hare. May he rest in peace. He kind of had a gimmick like that before he died. But I'm really feeling that Sammy is going to join Seth Rollins' group. I just see it. I could be wrong, but I just see it. Okay, like always, we got some mid-card mayhem. We got Rusev versus Tozawa. Who the fuck cares? It was a glorified fucking squash match. There was nothing here. We know Rusev is dominant. This was just to set up the program between Sheamus and Rusev. What people actually want to see. We want to see Rusev fight some big dudes. I would love to see Rusev get into that Intercontinental Championship picture. Or put up on the United States Championship. I mean, Rusev came back. He looks great. Come on, let's stop the bullshit. Let's get it going. We also have Kairi Sane versus Liv Morgan. It was a good match, a little botches, but it was good. You know, I just really don't like that they're not giving Kairi Sane like a lot of fanfare. She was a really big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you got to lay out the red carpet, but man, let us see some promos. Let us see her interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, make the crowd remember her. But like you said, it was Liv's return match. Ended in a loss due to distractions from Raquel and Roxanne arguing at ringside. Not the comeback she envisioned, but they're telling a deeper story here. Something's going to happen, and like I said earlier, they actually got me interested in this Judgment Day storyline. Main event energy, like we talked about, the night ended with CM Punk's shocking return, delivering the GTS to Seth Rollins after the main event win. The crowd went wild. The seeds for this major feud has been planted. Rollins' path to Money in the Bank had just got more complicated. So what is Punk's? Is Punk going to try to qualify? Does he have a qualifying match? Is he going to call Rollins? What's going to happen? Are we ever going to get that one-on-one big-time finality feud between Punk and Rollins? I don't count the matches they had, especially the cage matches. I mean, because that's ended in bullshit, even though Rollins won. But they need to have a finality, one more match for all the marbles, everything in this feud, so Punk can go on to bigger, better things. I would love to see Punk have one more run with Cena before Cena leaves here. Also, honorable mention as well. I didn't really add it because it really wasn't nothing. Jey Uso came out and cut a promo with Gunther, and it was brutal. I mean, he has the catchphrase, he has the look, he has the energy, but Jey cannot cut a promo. I'm sorry. And it's like he relies on the whats and the yeets, and I don't gotta go this yeet. I went here tomorrow, yesterday, yeet. I gotta go watch the ass, yeet. Like, he relies on that. It's like he has to learn how to truly cut a promo. And Gunther just looks like a champion. All you could put all the bells and whistles on a pig, it's still a pig. And I know, again, obviously money wise, he moves merch easy. That's an easy decision, but they gotta work on Jey. If we're looking at it like if everything, he's not the total package. He's energetic. He's charismatic. He has the yeets, and he got the crowd participation. But man, you strip all that away, I don't know. So that's us wanting to add that in there. So always, thanks for listening. This should be dropping very shortly because I'm just finishing up recording it. So you got to do the edits and all that good shit. And man, enjoy your Tuesday. I hope everybody's Memorial Day was great. And let's get through this short week. All right, we're out.